My hair, man. Look at my hair. You could have told me. Yes, hello and welcome back to another vlog. Yes, I'm out yet again. See, I'd kind of take you with me. I was going to go for a nice explore today, but I just don't think the weather's going to do it. Just seen a magpie. That is a great omen. That's a very good omen. Look. Went to the cinema. Me and Sam had a date night the other night. We watched, what did we watch? Oh, Captain America. It's all right. I do miss told Chris Evans as Captain America, but the new bloke, I don't know. I just think he's lacking star quality. He's a good supporting character, but he just lacks the quality to hold a film. Red Hulk was good. Looked very good in the very few scenes we actually saw him in, which is a little bit of a disappointment. And there was this very small woman who is the next Black Widow, who is completely forgettable. C+, worth a watch. Like, it screams to me something that should have been straight to Disney+. Yeah, I know there's a lot of kind of reshoots and stuff like that, and I think it did really stand out, especially like at the end when you can blatantly tell he stood in front of a green screen. I love a good old ramble and a chat. So yeah, if you've got nothing else to watch, go and give it a watch. Support the cinemas, I say, because I do worry they are going to all shut down soon. So always want to support the cinema because I love the cinema. It's one of my favourite things to do, and it's relatively affordable now. Well, View it. It's not the one we have in Winchester. It's like Everyman. It's really expensive. But yeah, we've got View in Eastleigh. Yeah, so support your cinemas. After Belgium, I'm even more conscious of people just looking at me and I'm filming in this country. It's like I'm walking around with my dick hanging out, some of the looks I get, honestly. And I don't mean squinting either, before anyone says it in the comments. And they've got so many kind of historic museums and stuff as well that I'd love to take you around. Got a lovely kind of World War museum just up here. I've not been since I was a kid actually at school, so yeah, I want to try and get more into those kind of things. I just like exploring. I don't know, just like exploring stuff. This is Peninsula Square. Yeah, I mean this is gorgeous. Never shown this off on the channel before. Look at the architecture. This is where the museums are. I'm sure if the wind is picking up on the camera, but look, you can see in the fountain. Look at the fountain. The water's getting blown everywhere, included in my face. Got the old cannons outside as well. They're pretty cool. Yeah, I might come down here tomorrow, do a video. It's the Rifleman's Museum. How cool are these? So yeah, I might do that tomorrow, maybe the next day. Come down. Before I go away, I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna do like a vlog of kind of some of the local museums. Why not? I'm feeling it actually. Bit of history for you. I know a few of you like a bit of a history lesson. The military museums. If you had said 2 years ago I'd be vlogging war museums, I would have laughed in your face. Times are difficult for YouTubers right now. Times are very difficult. Views are down on its arse. You just have to do what you got to do to survive. That bloke, he's been sat on that bench for about 2 hours. Been into town, done some other stuff. He's been here the whole time and it stinks of a plant, very strong plant that one would potentially smoke. Yeah, so about video games, this technically is what this vlog is about, video game pickups. I like to kind of mix kind of random stuff into these vlogs. Well, always like to put a little bit of Winchester in these vlogs. It's so boring, go to shop, pick up games, show games. It's just boring, so I like to try and include a little bit of the process that's involved. My walk. Bloody, I'm blowing out my arse, so I'm not fit enough for this. And I've also just realised I've got about 2 weeks to lose 3 stone. I don't think it's going to happen. Picked up a few bits and pieces, got some drinks in there as well. Thought I'll try Strawberry Smash. I do enjoy Tango, also Monster Energy. I do like myself a Monster Energy, not enough to get it tattooed on my leg, but I do enjoy Monster Energy. And a cafe latte caramel, look at that. Yeah, the games are on in like an hour. No beer for me, so cafe latte. And this was the only physical copy on the shelf. It's in there somewhere, hang on. I've got to do it with one hand, it's hard. That wind, whoo! Doing it with one hand is never easy. But yeah, Batman Arkham Asylum, one of my top 5 video games of all time. Amazing. The sequel's good, but not great. Arkham City was good, to be fair, but this is my absolute favourite. The combat system alone on this game was amazing, and it really did pave the way for other kind of third-person action adventure fighting puzzle games. So I've got a physical copy, only the Platinum Edition, which is in the collector's world like unacceptable. You can't have Platinum collections, you can't have Platinum games in your collection. That's what I've learned about games collecting, but I'm not a hardcore games collector. I mean, £1.50 for potentially one of the best games ever made. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong, right? Cannot go wrong. I will get into these when we get home and it's warmer and it's less windier. 3 games, happy with them, £10 spent. I feel the more I go on with these collecting, the less games I'm getting for my money. Like father, like son, playing video games. What are you playing? Smash Brothers. Yep. Right, I'm back from my little walk to town. 3 video games from CEX, £10 spent. I've literally nearly cleared the shelves in there. I've nearly cleared the PS2s out. The stock of the PS2 games now in my local one is very sparse indeed. Most of them are behind me in the cupboard. Look what I got, Cameron. Shit! Shook it up. It's been in my bag and it's all shaken up. But it smells nice though. I've got Strawberry Smash, it's called. Yes, so I picked up 3 games for £10, 2 PS3 games and 1 PS2 games. Like I said, I'm finding the PS2 games really hard to collect for. The stock is like low, a lot of kind of sport titles in there now. There's not a great deal that I need on the PS2. A couple of pricey games. I do want the Devil May Cry series. But yeah, for now, we start with the game that I already showed you, which is Batman Arkham Asylum. Only the best selling games qualify for Platinum, so that's good news. It means it sold well, right? They made a lot of money, which is good because it's a great game. This kind of falls in the category of flying under the radar. I don't think anybody really expected too much from this game, and when it came out, it literally blew the socks off everybody. It was 10 out of 10 for me. And then with that comes bigger and better, and kind of studios getting rushed and pressurized, and I just think yeah, it goes a little bit tits up. But when a studio can literally have all the time they need to develop a game, and they can get really creative and they're passionate, this is the prime example of what can come from that. When a developer gets rushed and yeah, it all goes wrong. So this is a classic example of a game done right. Manual and the disc in there, so that's great news. Like I mentioned earlier, proper collectors don't collect these, but I'm not a proper collector, I'm a wannabe. But no, I do like a manual on a disc, but it's definitely not a deal breaker. If it hasn't got a manual or a disc, I don't really care. But I do prefer it. £1.50, people. £1.50 for one of the best games you could ever play, in my opinion. Currently playing on the Switch, and even the Switch versions are decent. Runs at a steady 30 frames a second. I went for a stage of watching the Alien movies again, and now I'm on the stage of watching the Terminator movies again. If you've watched recent pickups videos, you'll know I went and bought Aliens versus Predator, because when I'm watching the movies, it gets me in the mood for playing the game. So I picked up this one, which I've never played before, Terminator 3, I think it is, Redemption, it will say on the spine, yeah. Terminator 3 Redemption. So old school, you kind of just go on the back of the box. This is what we used to do when this system was first out. We used to go into a shop, look on the back of the box and decide if we were literally going to buy it. We'd have magazines. I used to like magazine reviews. But yeah, Terminator 3 Redemption, hang on. There's my receipt. I'm just going to show you that we spent £10 on the dot. There's no cheating going on here. £10 pickups. £10. We spent £10. Terminator Salvation, we got the disc and the manual in there as well, which is very, very nice. The whole game is in very nice condition. This one was a bit more expensive. It was £3.50. Atari, it's a game I've never played before, but going from kind of the back, it looks like it's a kind of on rails vehicle shooter. It might have vehicle sections. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but it looks like it's a shooty game with explosions and the Terminator license. So I'm all in, and for £3.50, I'm all in. There's not a great deal of Terminator video games actually. There was a couple on the NES, notoriously difficult. But the next one I picked up is also a Terminator game, and I also remember playing this one. Mainly for the achievements, so I hit 1,000 gamer score on this, so I'm going to go through it and get the platinum. Terminator Salvation at £5. This one's again a little bit more pricey. You tend to find the games that didn't sell well are the most expensive, obviously because they produced less copies of them, or they sold less copies, so there's less in the wild. I do remember this. It was like a cover-based shooter. Very, very short, like I'm talking 3 hours maybe, but very easy for achievements. So yeah, this was a must back in the day when I was achievement hunting. My over 250,000 game score. I've not touched my game score for years, and it's still 250,000, which is over 250,000. Quite impressive. So yeah, this will be an easy kind of platinum as well. I don't know, I seem to like bad games. I like Duke Nukem, I like Rogue Warrior. I tend to like kind of bad games. I don't know, I just think they're fun. They're fun, aren't they? They're quite fun. So yeah, just another Terminator shooter. £5, quite pricey. This one comes with the manual and the disc as well, so I'm very happy. Manual, disc. That's basically what £10 got me. These 3 delights. I'm quite happy with that. I think that's a good bundle for £10. I've got a game I've never played before, one of my favourite games of all time, and a game that's going to give me a platinum trophy. Very, 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 very happy with that. Fuck! Oh shit!
Sorry, mate.
The faces you pull for the thumbnail shot.